live in 3, 2, 1, 0. Yeah, what you saying, bruv? So man's a Triple B here, Valentine's Day. Yeah, so this is a live for those who ain't got no girls. Yeah, but that's cool, man. We the neat population. We reject. I'm a vol cell. Yeah, because I'm a voluntary celibate. I mean, really, I made a promise that I would be celibate. And that's been 5 years now, and I think I'm going to get back into the pum pum game, brothers. I feel in my heart it's okay now. I paid the penance. My fucking G, the Triple B. What's up, my boy MJ Boxing 82 in the house. Remember, check my boy's channel out. He's funny. He got Kyle Charles on the show. You know, the guy to beat Time Booth. Tommy Gunn. Yes, yes, Triple B. I'm here, bro. Triple. I can't see what that emoji says. Yakub is the king. He's the only king, bro. He's the only king. He created the evil white devils. I resent him right now. He made my hands, but he didn't make my head or my soul. Svenok, great video exposing John the Bonfiore. The video seems to be doing quite well. I like how you also exposed the degenerate Ricky. Yep, thank you. And there's listen, man, I'm feeling this today more than ever. Like, you know, the videos, I've got so many videos to get out. It's always been the case of all these ideas and you got to catch up. But the Fiore video has been doing real well. And because obviously I don't need to repeat, you know, I'm being shadow banned. So to get a video like that doing well, I'm very pleased, very pleased. Mr. Mornings showing some love in the house. What up, man? Jack Catterall is on par with Johnny Nelson. He wins fight by boring his opponents. I don't agree with you. I don't agree with that. I don't think he's the most exciting fighter. Yeah, but Johnny Nelson was just terrible. Terrible, especially his early career. Carlos de Leon, all he did was hug. James Warren, an ex-kickboxer, all he did was hug. He was terrible. Catterall is not the most exciting, but he's not a coward like Johnny Nelson, the world's biggest coward, Johnny Nelson. Yeah, in boxing, I mean, oh yeah, it takes guts to go in the ring, but it took him so long, and he was huge as a cruiserweight. Really broad shoulders, 6'4". You know what I'm saying? And yet he was still a bomber clock pussy. Yeah. By the way, so my last 2 lives got demonetized, and you know, like 15 lives before that were fine. Yeah, I wonder why. I don't know whether it was too much small hat talk, red pill talk. You get me? Zex your stuff. So I'm going to try and keep it clean just for this one. I don't like being demonetized. I mean, I always appeal, but so yeah, Valentine's Day it is. So some guy in the chat, Spencer used to let Kinhan shit on his head for fun. I mean, he must have done something. Why that idiot Kinhan? He is part of a secret society. That's why he completely gets all these chances. How can you fail at everything except being a grass? Yeah, it's weird. Kinhan didn't know about the grass. You know, I don't know if he must have didn't do his due diligence. I remember when Spencer used to bully poor Yakub. Well, that's right, man. The alleged black Chads. He bullied Yakub because he had a big head, right? He had a big head, and he was very intelligent and nerdy. And none of the women wanted to give Yakub any pum pum. So he sat down. He's like, you know what? F these people. They don't show me no love. They can't appreciate my IQ. I'm going to Patmos and I'm going to create the evil white devils, and they are going to pay throughout eternity. And he's right. I'll bomb ya, I'll bomb ya, I'll bomb ya. That degenerate. And you can see Tyson's sick of him as well, Tyson Fury. As I said, you've seen the video. I did a long video on this. So make sure you take a look, please. I'll repeat myself. I shouldn't have said on par. I don't think anyone is born as Nelson. Yeah, exactly, Sven. Yeah. I mean, really, it's just terrible. You know, by the way, you know, in some ways he did really well. He ran abroad and boxed heavyweights, you know, including guys like Cody Sanders, who was a real puncher. Yeah, obviously he was running. He lost some of the points, but Cody didn't knock him out. Excuse me. I've been doing Yale, by the way, in case anybody's thinking, nah, I don't do no Yale. Like I said, I'm going to hit the town, the centre, at some point in the next few weeks. And I'm going to go to South Korea. And I think the time is right to get the pum pum. Hey, Chubby and everyone. Yeah, what you saying, blood? Good to see you. I'm all good. I like your greeting. Always the same, but I like. It's good to have some familiarity. Repetition. Little Musgrave, how did your visit to the church go on Sunday? Did you make the church leader cry for not calling out babies? Do you know, you'll laugh, but I think I said on my Twitter, my Twitter, my ex to the motherfucking Z, homeboy, and I said that yeah, so there's one trainee female priest, one female priest, another female priest from another parish, and I'm like, blood clot, you know. And I told you, right, what was really funny, I put this on my what is it, Twitter, my ex to the motherfucking Z, and you know, it was, they had a politically correct what's it called, like little illustration, I guess. Let's see if I can find it. A politically correct illustration, okay, of the disciples. So here we go. Yeah. So you see Jesus and the disciples, right? That's right. Guess what? Look at that. Look at the one at the far. Huh? Not this side. Doves. Look at that brother there. Look at that brother there. Yeah, you know, black guy, which is fine. I ain't all that. Yeah, I won't cry about it. I mean, it's very highly unlikely because the disciples would have been from the Middle East, you know, and they'd been a mixture of white and tanned, you know, like Middle Eastern tanned brown people, not full on dark guys like that, yeah. But you know, they're always play crappy. But look, I looked at it closely. I zoomed in closely. What do you see there? What does that look like? A black Pepe. I don't know if the guy illustrated it on purpose. He wanted a black Pepe. You know what I'm saying? Look, it looks like a Pepe, don't it? If you don't know what a Pepe is, then you got to learn about things. Yeah, he's only got any features either, the black Pepe. But yeah, you know, and I didn't go up to communion. I don't take it from a woman priest, right? Let me tell you about this, right? If you look at there's Timothy, yeah, 1 Timothy. Look, if you look at disciples as well, 1 Timothy 2:12, I think it is. Let's have a look at this thing. Yes, here we go. Check it out. Right, 1 Timothy 2:12, right? I do not permit a woman to teach or to have authority over a man. She must be silent. Right? This is from God through the mouth of St. Paul, I think St. Paul. I do not permit a woman to teach or to have authority over a man. She must be silent. And it's clear in the Bible that man is always in charge in God's image. The woman's made as a companion. None of the disciples were women. And if you're going to cry about, oh, poor women, bigoted, misogynist, well, then don't follow Christianity. Don't follow Islam. Don't follow Judaism, because it's all the same. And other religions too, you know. I mean, you know, they might have the occasional religion that allows but you know what Hinduism? Where are all these? Where are the Buddhist monks? They're all male. On and on and on. Men and women are different, and they've got no authority over men. So I refuse to take communion because none of the disciples were female. By the way, there was important female figures in the Bible. Of course, there are loads of important female figures and good people. You know, the Virgin Mary Magdalene, you know, so, you know, but there are strict roles, as there should be. So, yeah, I'm not listening to no woman's got authority over me, and I won't take no communion from a woman. I didn't say that, but I wanted to. Dyson Fury, what do you think of Tyson Bum Booth? Thinking about you doing it for the money or streaming when you're being demonetized. Tyson Low IQ exposure. I mean, like, yeah, I talk to him. You know, he loves the channel. He watches it all the time. He's probably on this now. Ty, what's up, brother? Why don't you come on, blood? Have a little chat, bro. I come on your channel, fam. I think the problem with Tyne, right? Tyne was flying high for years, and he thought the good times would last forever. He did not put enough work. He was not organised enough. But, you know, he had a great thing going. He changed the banter game, you know, especially in boxing and YouTube. But he got achieved saying doing it for the money. Firstly, I don't make much money. Like I said, mate, between £1.50 and £2.50 an hour. Right? And I get lots of great, my beautiful fans, no homo. Give me money, and you can do that. Remember, Super Chat, Cash App, BTC, Litecoin. What's the other one? Buy me a beer, buy me a coffee. And you know, he was dissing that. Oh, he points it out. I was like, well, hang on a minute. You know, you had X toys, Hex toys. who's a criminal and a fraudster, you know, but you had him as the logo. I mean, you got cheek, innit? And he's a bit bitter because he's been demonetized. Now, the other thing is, right, and he said, oh, I've been on because I've been demonetized, but it's only for 2 weeks. And to my understanding, that's impossible, right? To my understanding, there's no limit on being demonetized. They'll give you a chance to appeal. They'll give you a chance to review after 3 months, every 3 months. I was demonetized for 6 months. They don't say, oh, you'll only be demonetized for 2 weeks. No, you're demonetized until you prove you're better. So I don't know what that's about. But he's got this thing going with Boxing King Media. They release stuff, and I don't know how he gets paid. I would rather he gets paid expenses, just expenses, because you got flown out to Ireland and things, where they'll throw him some cash money, some flat fee, or what's more likely, what I would do if I was BKM, I'd give him a proportion of the earnings. You get 20% of what we make through the videos with you on it, and you can get a flat fee. I think that seems fair. Yakub would batter Spencer. Yakub sitting there laughing at bums like Spencer, who would have bullied him. You imagine Spencer's like, Ripton. That's his real name, Ripton. Ripton's, I said, yo, Yakub, you ain't got no women's in it again, yeah? Yeah, you go and do, you nerd. You go and do your maths, your philosophy, your science. You is nothing. You are a loser. Yeah, you are a bum in it, blood. Yakub's like, F that, Ripton. I'm going to create the evil white devils, and it's going to hold him forever. And it does. He's so bitter, Spencer. And he knows he's a loser. The data don't lie. I still haven't found my chain. So I've got, this is an old one. This is a Gucci. This Fendi, the Gucci G for Gucci or gangster. Well, I've also put a little, like one of them little fishes that tells you people you're a Christian. I don't know what happened to my chain, man, but I'm going to look for a new one, I think. Yakub got the last laugh on Spencer. I'd like to thank him for it. Don't bully Yakub, yeah. You were stupid, your ancestors. You bullied Yakub, you bum. And what did he do? Yeah, he created the white devils and he got in your head rent free, you bum. You bum, pussy, bum. Yeah, crybaby. Some guy, yes, why he's doing it, he says, you'll bum. Oh, yeah, disgusting pig. Respect in every aspect of it. My boy Weps 89, he kind of gave to the channel many times from Ireland. As what's his face? David Diamante Greenblatt would say, from the beautiful country of Ireland. Whatever. Dublin, Ireland. Fighting out of Crumlin. Dublin, the beautiful town of Crumlin in Ireland. Yeah, see the CV be working with the Muslims to convert them to great. Yeah, I haven't seen that story. The CV are not to be trusted. None of the organised churches are. The closest ones you can get are the Orthodox churches, right? The Catholic Church is obviously utterly corrupt. I am a non-denominational guy. I adhere to the first century church, which is they didn't even used to have buildings that they meet anyway. Everything's so corrupt, and it's another predictive thing in the Bible that all the churches will be completely corrupt, and they will support evil, and sickness and bad things will become considered good, like batty business and other religions and one world religions. Nuts. Fury, objective is there. What you say, blood? Fury used to brag about shagging hookers without a condom. Really? No wonder he's good at putting it out. He just be funny, or he actually did it. Diversity is our strength. Yeah, it's funny they repeat these things, and it's like a tagline in a programming tagline in advertising. It's finger licking good or something like that. People just repeat that stuff, and they'll associate finger licking good with KFC, which KFC's whack. You want good fried chicken, you don't go to no KFC, fam. Right? You go to independent. Diversity is our strength. You go, in what way? Well, it just is. Yeah, but why does it make us stronger? Doesn't it cause problems in society and crime rates? You're a racist. That's what you get. Absolutely no ability not to have a conversation. Plums. I can't stand. Them people that are like that, they get what they deserve. Most of them, they won't get what they deserve. Well, until their grandson, yeah, the mixed race grandson is twerking at some pride parade, yeah, and notching a different Corey every night, riddled with STDs, and the real bad virus, and then they'll know. Should be my man No Homo. What's up, my boy Tommy Gunn, 1979. I love the name Tommy Gunn. Tommy Gunn, the Duke Morrison. I've been chatting to Trisha, who's Tommy Morrison's ex-wife. Well, his wife, sorry, excuse me. Obviously, he's passed, but yeah, and she's constantly battling for justice for Tommy. And I did a video, and she, got in touch. And there's a terrible book out there that I'm going to slate. In fact, I'm going to write it before I forget. I meant to do this about 2 years ago. I read a book on Tommy Morrison. I thought, good. At last, a proper published book on Tommy the Duke Morrison, right? But all it was slagging off Morrison, saying, oh, he's not even a proper fighter. He's rubbish. He never beat anyone who's good. Real lies like that. And then the second half of it was about what a fraud and conspiracy theorist Morrison was, because he didn't believe he had the virus. And all it did was talk about how great pharmaceutical companies are. It's crazy. It's so corrupt. Thomas Acevedo, I forget what the book's called, but I'm going to slate that bumper clut, and I'm going to put it on his Twitter. And I'm going to get in touch with you. I've got a few interviews to turn up. I haven't been very good at. I get so into. I've been going to the gym. Oh man, I love the gym at the moment. I'm buzzing. And I get in there, I ride in there. Yeah, and people know the don's in the ass, man. And they got a punch bag, so I punch it up. It's just a normal gym, yeah. And I shadow box to warm up, do a few weights, and punch up the punch bag, and the thunderous power is back. The punching power, the footwork. I had 2 guys, yeah. And last time I went there, one guy come up to me and goes, yeah, blood. I was like, what's happening, bro? He's like, I see what you're doing, that's great. He goes, my boy's opening an MMA, stroke boxing gym. I'm like, okay. He's like, we were looking for a boxing trainer. Are you interested? I'm like, yeah, well, it depends where it is, blood. I mean, I said, hey, kind of. I said, I've trained some juniors for a bit, and even some senior guys, take them on the pads and that. But, I said, yeah, maybe, man. But, I give him my number, call me when else. Anyway, the funny thing was, so we started talking. And then we started talking about street crime, our experiences, other stuff. Yeah. And like from 0 to 100, right? And we started talking, he's a red pill, didn't he? He started talking about the agenda, the people that control the agenda. I'm like, whoa, sweet. This is my boy. He's obviously autistic, but I love autists anyway. I'm an autist myself slightly. And and then he's like, yeah, I had to give him my number. Well, no, sorry, before that, we're talking about this, that, and the other. I talk about how history is false, pharmaceutical industries is wrong, for profit business, blah, 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 how corrupt, all the red pills, blood. Yeah. And then, 0 to 100. We talk about World War II and how it's fake. You look at me, yeah, it's all fake, isn't it? That story. Here he goes. The Austrian painter was right, wasn't he? I go. I say, you know what, give me a number, blood. So, yeah, that's kind of food. And then another guy, I see another guy. Because most people, they can't. It's a fitness gym. They can't fight. The women generally get moist watching. I'm sorry, I get a lot of. And I'm fat and out of shape, but no one can compete with the power. and they do the exercise. I can see them. I catch them in the mirror checking out. Pop, 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 bang, bang. And the footwork. But and there's another kid in there, and he's another kid. He's an amateur at the gym. I can't remember the name of the gym, but he had about 6 amateur fights. I said, "Hey man, you can box." I said, "Most people can't here." He's a real shy. He's a typical white London boxer. By that I mean he's of Irish origin. So many white boxers in London are from Irish origin, if you know. But he had 6 fights and he was real chuffed. Anyway, yeah. So that's what I've been up to. And I've been trying to pump videos out, trying to do original stuff. But I got a lot to do. And I'm going to get some more people on the shows. Yeah, and I want to get Shane Bong. I'm going to have another call out where anyone can get on. I think. Did Spencer take that picture for your church trip? He made that picture. No, because then it'd all be black blood. Diversity is not all bad, thankfully. Oh, what you mean the food? The food. I mean that old chestnut. Oh, all the grapes are not a problem. You wouldn't have the curry. So if you wanted the curry, you have to have the grapes. Do you know what I'm talking? Carol 2 Taylor. Thank you. Let's talk some boxing. Daniel Hardiman. If I'm reading that right. At 140 pounds. I thought Josh Taylor was drained at that weight. Winner should get Conor Benn next. Oh, I don't know. Conor Bum can bum off. It's a good fight. It would be nice if it happened while Taylor was still a champion. Taylor, I think, is coming to the end. Scottish boxers don't age well. They just don't. So, Diversity is a plan to bring down the West. Absolutely, man. It's just nonsense. There's nothing good about it. It's false. The world is diverse, right? That's one of the interesting things about the world. So I want to go to South Korea, all right? See my boy Donny. Yeah, we're gonna hang out with the K-pop, the kimchi pum pum, in the club, karaoke. It's gonna be bad. I'm gonna get some cash money to get over there. I looked, it's about between 400 and 500 to get over there, which ain't too bad, to be honest with you. And I want to go to PRK, the People's Republic of Korea, or whatever it's called, North Korea, and get some. I hope they do some memorabilia. That'd be wicked. You got to go to China though, and then to go to North Korea. You can't go straight from South Korea. It's mad. They're fighting. They're the same people, culturally, ethnically, genetically. It just shows you how the elitists can change stuff. And like I said, I don't believe all the stories on Kim Jong Un or whatever. Okay, so let's play program. Yeah, and the thing, like I said, the world is diverse, and that's the nice thing about it. So people will have different cultures in different areas. Yeah, the whole multiculturalism is a lie. It's not about getting lots of cultures. It's about mashing everything up into one tin, and just getting one world government, one currency, one people, one religion. Yeah. When I go to South Korea, don't get me wrong. I'll kick it with a couple of Westerners who speak English. I don't think that many Koreans speak English. Actually, it's about 10%. I looked, which isn't too bad. But my boy Donny can kick it in Korean, so he can translate for me, innit? And I learn a bit before I go out there. I'll learn to say, I'll learn how to say in Korean. Do you want to see the serious Korean status? Well, I don't know. That's more Chinese. Korean sounds different. Korean sounds nicer actually, and I will say, don't just look at it, eat it in Korean, which I don't know what it is. Maybe I can find it on the Google. Don't just look at it, eat it in Korean. Don't just look at it, eat it in Korean. Let's see how good the translator is. That's not too sweet. Don't just look at it, eat it. Okay, you all ready to hear it?
보기만 하지 말고 먹어라.
Okay, I can't see very well. I'll try to pronounce it. Okay.
보기만 하지 말고 먹어라.
He's speaking too fast. 보지만 하지 말고 먹어라.
보기만 하지 말고 먹어라.
보지만 하고 주다. I'll learn how to do it, but that means don't just look at it, eat it in Korean. I'll play it once more. My boy Donny, if he's on here, it'd be fun. I get him to say it, man.
보기만 하지 말고 먹어라. 보기만 하지 말고 먹어라.
Don't just look at it, eat it. Yeah, surprised I didn't make one to be a transgender with a rainbow colour. Oh, this happens. Yeah, I think it must be an old. It must be an old illustration because you imagine it would be more mess, wouldn't it? Right? In some churches in Sweden, they've actually put trannies there. And what was it? Who's the ex-Archbishop of Canterbury, the dodgy bugger? What's his name? Julian something? And he said that transgenderism is a holy journey. It's insane. Something that's so against Christianity is a holy journey now. My boy, base! Yeah, man. Based on base boxing, base. What are your characters of choice on Street Fighter 2? Ah, cool, man. Thank you. I'm reckoning Blanca. I did like Blanca. He was mysterious. And his electricity. I mean, Dalcine was the most original character, but even though he looked great, you think, I keep away my long shots. He didn't have much power. His fireballs were small. Yoga fire, yoga flame. And I never learned to do the when he disappears and he comes. I never learned to do that. Zangief a bit whack. Balrog, as he was called. He's meant to be M. Bison originally, but there are legal problems because it's too close to M. Tyson. Yeah, he's whack. But yeah, you can't really. Let's just talk about the original 8. On Street Fighter 2. I mean, I sort of pushed away from Ken and Ryu, or Ryu as the Americans call him, because everyone used them and they obviously had the best moves. Guile was, I think, the third one. But I would say Ryu and Ken had the best movies. But yeah, I had a soft spot for Blanca, Dalcin I liked. I quite like Edmund Honda, Edmund Honda. Zangief was a bit whack. Who else? Oh, Chun-Li. No, of course I didn't play Chun-Li the woman. Forget about that. Forget about that. Guile, I didn't mind a bit of Guile. Sonic Boom. Dukin, sure you can. Yeah, oh man, I know it's still going, but I wouldn't want to waste any more time on that. I don't waste too much time on that thing. Feminism is a devil. I mean, yeah, it's another false argument. It's trying to convince women that they don't need men. The men have been suppressing them with the alleged glass ceiling. Where's your glass ceiling on chess? Where's the women grandmasters? There's no physical advantage in chess, is there? So you can't claim, oh, obviously men will run a bit faster than us and do this. But, you know, obviously, except if you're the lionesses, because the lioness is better than men, or everybody in bridges is better. I'm sick of this. Feminism is sickness. And that's why, one of the reasons I especially hate women's boxing, not just because it's rubbish and they push on us, it's just straightforward. Women should be at home, having kids, looking after the house, cooking. Yeah. Or on her back, as Tyson Fury said. Well, I quite like doggy style, so doggy style as well. I usually like to finish in the doggy style position. I'm sorry, man, it's TMI. I'm a Christian. I shouldn't talk like that, but I'm gonna, you know, just even just to kiss a girl on the lips and smell her skin. 5, right? When I was a youth, not when I was a youth, sorry, when I was younger, in my 20s. You know, if I didn't go without pum pum for a month, I'd be like fuming. I'd be like, I'm gonna get into a fight because I was so buff, testosterone fuel. Right, where are we here? Oh man, I'm way behind with John's chin. Triple B wins. I think I would knock him out. He's bum. I still remember when people were saying that Babic was going to be some sort of star, and he got sparked out around by some Polish guy. Do you remember the video that Triple B made? I said, put your money on the first round. Not was it Rosinski or something else? Oh no, Rosinski's. There's one Polish guy who's actually in Canada called Rosinski. He's Canadian. And what's the guy that beat Babic? I'm going to have a look, man. But yeah, he hadn't fought for 2 years, but I knew he could bang. And I said, drop it on the first round and the second round just to cover it. I told 14-1 on the first round. Yeah, a lot of me fans won a lot of money there. Yeah, so you remember that, man. Yeah, where the super chats at? I don't want to upset Ty and go, I'm begging for money. But where are them super chats at? You know, Tan's a hypocrite quite often. I think he does it tongue in cheek, but he said, I just do it for the money. I don't do it for money, I do it for the funds, man. I don't make much money out of this. Alan Babic. So Alan Babic got sparked. Lukas Rosanski, not Rosinski, Rosanski. Got 15 wins, 14 by way of knockout, yeah. And that was great. He cabbaged Babic. Tyson's literally doing it for the money, of course, yeah. Hexor's bribed him with 500. It wasn't just £500, £500 once, blood. Some guy, Tyner's literally a scummer. I think he can be saved. I want Tyne to see the light. And he watches the video. So, Tyne, I want you to see the light. And it will be the end to all your questions. I know you studied religious studies, but don't trust what they trust you. What they teach you in these sick institutions. Pooh Geordie bribed Tyne with 100 and he got rinsed when he came on the next time, including by the Triple B. I rinsed him so badly he ran off crying with his tail between his legs. Just put my new computer and listen to the dulcet tones. The Triple B. Do I have dulcet tones? That sounds kind of slightly Homer. We have some love in hell from my boy Objective Incision. What's up, brother? Good to see you on Valentine's Day. Which, by the way, and I've done a video on it. I've done the recording. I'm going to get it out, hopefully. Sir Skins, a.k.a. Leon Skinner, a.k.a. Skins. His birthday is on Valentine's Day. And go and look at their Instagram. That's GJ and Sir Skins. Have a look at it. And if you can't see something going on, you're blind. There you go. Oh, thank you, brother. Thanks so much. £5. Much love to you on Valentine's Day. Wait, have you got a gyal? Have you got a gyal? I want to know who's Shane Bongos, who's always on there. He loves the lads, right? My boy Shane. He's not here today. At least I haven't seen him yet. He must have some gyal. Probably a lighty or a Persian girl, right? I wonder what's going on with that. Man, I'm so behind. I'm so sorry. Right. I say this all the time. But yeah, if you really want me to see something, there's so many comments here. Drop a super chat, even if it's only £1 or whatever, just because I'll definitely see it. Because there's so much interesting stuff here. Spencer cries. Just about being yucky. Be like, yeah, like I cried. Where's that pussy old thing gone? I'm gonna fucking finish him off. Like he cried when he was on remand. He couldn't even leave his cell. He got his lawyer to. So yeah, I will turn all the evidence on and grass. This is what's up. Oh! Clap, clap, clap. Was that Vlad the Impaler getting rid of an invader? Vlad the Impaler. How do you like that, bitch? Crybaby, pussy hole. What do you think about that, old boy? Looks like I'm probably going to get demonetized. Please, I'll grass whoever you want to. Shut up, man. Your time's finished, bitch. I hope he's watching that bloke. It's Paris Fury getting some core reaction for Valentine's Day. Yeah, probably from Joseph Packer. And oh, no, I'm in the house. Time people talk about yesterday. Rabbitine on his completely hypocritical manner. Honestly, the guy has gone back. Oh yeah, I mean, like nuts. You know, back in the day we used to watch it, and like, you know, on the old channels. You remember the old channels I had, and yeah. And I was bigging him up all the time, and you know, when, on Nonskate, and when Coogan or whoever got his channel banned, and on and on and on and on. You know, I'm not bragging, but you know, I backed him, and but I think he's got his tongue in cheek sometimes, but he has gone backwards. I just think he never had the love. He was very funny. He changed the banner game. Yeah. And as I said, he was the first channel I subscribed to before I just look at random videos, but I was like, this guy's good, and you know. The golden era is gone though. Now he's like, you know, he's making whack lives off his phone. I ain't hating on him. I wanted to get back to his, and he can still do good videos, but he lost his spark, you know. But whatever, man. He's a big boy. He can do what he wants. Hang on a minute. My boy, Health is Wealth. Should it be? Did you anything nice for Valentine's Day? Oh dear. I've heard the Aussies are very affectionate. Yeah, my boy Havers Wealth in the house. What up, brother? It's true. I do back up a lot. And so Health as well says I'm in love with him, which is obviously everyone knows there's no homo on his channel, but yeah, I don't know, man. Hopefully, Jay watches the channel because I've made a lot of videos about him, and he hasn't got a big social media presence, right? I think he's got less, like 9,000 people on Twitter, right? So, and people do occasionally check on, and your friends will say, "Look, check this man's video." I'm pretty sure Jay Optire knows. There's a lot of people in boxing that watch Triple B or know the show, including Ben Shalom. You know, slagged off. And I give him a bit of credit, Ben Shalom, because on Insta, I put on his Insta. This is in my video about Ben Whitaker. And I said on his thing, he got some stupid prize for the under 30s best entrepreneur in the UK. Yeah, right. For what exactly? I think he was given that fucking position. I said to him, "This is the most undeserved prize," and he liked it. Ben Shalom liked it, and that means he watches the show. It probably has been for a long time. Health as well. Thank you very much for the $4.99. Maybe I'll see what I can get Jay for $4.99. Maybe I'll buy him something good. Babic is an absolute bum, zero talent area. Right. And I'm gonna do a video, but he's got a so-called comeback fight. But who's he fighting? USSR Drago, Steve Robinson. And he's a bum too, right? Well, I did win money on him beating, who was it? Was it that Nick Campbell or something? But then he was awful in his fight afterwards. And what really bugged me, he was, after his win, when I won money, I was like, good. I called out. It was like, I think I got 9-1 on it. 9-1. Another great Triple B tip. And some people took it up, and I got some super chats going, thank you, blood. Right? Steve Robinson, right? He's 6'5". He's from Newcastle, which is a lovely town. I've been there. The Pum Pum, I'll give up there. Pum Pum, quite easy though. Believe that. But it's a nice. Geordies are cool, right? Nice town. He's a good-looking guy, no homo. He's 6'5", and he starts crying. He does that old NWA, sorry, NWO, not NWA thing. This just shows you can do anything if you put your mind to it. No, but I'm not doing a Geordie accent, but let's imagine it was in a Geordie accent. I'm not going to do one. I'm not very good at the Geordies. And he was crying. Everyone said I was never going to be anything. I was never going to achieve anything, and all they did was put me down and bully me. And I'm thinking, stop lying. You're 6'5". You're 18 stone. Yeah, the girls would have liked you at school. Don't pretend you've had it hard, you liar. Anyway, so what we slagging off? Yeah, Babic is fighting Robinson. I think Robinson will win. Where's my phone? In it. I wanted to look at the odds. I don't know if they come out yet. Can someone have a look? See what the odds are for Robinson vs the Cabbage Babbage? A big red pill is racism only effect. Oh man, that's a minor red pill, blood. Yes, Triple B. Sorry, I missed a few lives recently. Without further ado, yeah, very disappointing, blood. Nah, man, that's cool, man. We've got things to do. Walnut Stone. Do you think at the very what do you think of every comment section on boxing content said Fury is scared of Usyk and Usyk will destroy him? I mean, I don't think Usyk will destroy him. I mean, he's not really a puncher. He's an ex-cruiserweight. He's going to be giving away at least 50 pounds. Will he outbox him like he did Gage? Possibly. I think people are just sick of Fury. The lies, the pullouts, the nonsense. Repton Peanut is probably watching right now. He's obsessed. He'll probably have to use one of his, what's it called, the burner accounts. White people whoop Spencer, Yakub. Well, no, they did, but including Lee Blundell, Dave Walker, but the real guy who whooped Spencer was Yakub. Okay, man, I'm so behind, blood. Tommy got a live video sales with you, Tommy's video, and Tommy versus Spirit would be something. Yeah, I mean, I think I'll just start by doing a video on Tommy because I've done a small short video on him not having the virus, right, which is why she would notice me. But I would like to get her on. She hasn't get to told the story. Why? Because Tommy's story goes against the elitist propaganda. That's why. And I do believe something very, very nefarious happened with Tommy. You know, very bad. He refused to do something. They got rid of him. They accused him of having the virus, and they ruined him. They gang stalked him. They had people encouraged him to get into drugs. Don't get me wrong. Tommy liked the party, but you know, there's something weird going on there. I opened a what? I opened a. Oh right, okay. To the base side. Good job, blood. You can get to some people. I mean, unfortunately, I'm quite disappointed. Some people that went down that side and they're always going, "Oh, Triple B," but the problem, the thing is, I really wanted to go abroad. I said, "Yeah, I understand that, but what was that worth ruining your health for?" Well, we didn't know. Well, you should have looked into it. We should have spoken to the Triple B, man. Should have watched my show. Triple B, talking to Tommy Morrison from Beyond the Grave. I love Tommy the Duke, man. I've got a lot of stories about him. Not personal stories. I never met him. I would have loved to. I don't know if I could. I'd like to hang out with him in Kansas or something, man. You know, with all the hillbilly women. You know, believe that. Sven Ruddock has a Tyson Fury recovery, maybe even better. Who's Sven Ruddock? You're talking to Sven Otka. Ruddock. I don't know what happened in the Lennox fight. I know what happened to the Lennox fight. The Tyson fight's destroyed him. Oh, I'm missing what you're talking about. Sorry, bro. Should be, yeah. Dave. I reckon that says Dave. Churches are bad, serious basketball. Yeah. And fiddly business going on them places. Yeah, the fiddling as well. But you know, like the fiddling, I mean, the Catholic Church has paid billions off. But the fiddling in the Christian churches is nowhere near as bad as some other institutions, some other religious institution. I want your blood clot. Oh. Yeah, now he's definitely dead. I'm going to have to make some more puppets, y'all. Don't bring ID cards. Yeah. That's why they're letting the Muslimic ray guns go out of control. That's right. I mean, in many ways. Yeah, very good dance. Love that dance. Did you ever see my Whitaker rap video? That's actually that debate. The actual music there is from a tune called Havana Gila Hip Hop. Should be. Who the mixed people hang around with? It depends. In the old days, the mixed black people they're obviously fewer, would hang around with black guys mainly, consider themselves black, but they would also get a lot of stick from the black community for being mixed. You know, yeah, you're not really black in it. You know, whatever. But now, obviously, things are more different. There's a lot more mixed people around. Most of the mixed people I see, hang out. I don't know, man. I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to remember back in the day. It depends where they're brought up. You know, if they're brought up in the States in South London, they're going to hang out with black people, right? If they're brought up like Fabio Wardley and people like that in Norfolk or whatever, they'll hang out with white people. And they're probably comfortable with both. Scott Harrison's another Scottish boxer that didn't age well. Yeah, Scott Harrison, man. Yeah, I wonder what he's up to, man. How would a 50-round fight between Ali and Fury have gone? Mr. Chris, I don't like to look at these, old fights because boxing is very different than it now than it is then. If they were just, and also, you know, what happens? What are they all at their best on that night? I mean, I don't know. I mean, we'll go on points. Probably pick him. What is it with that mask? You're real, Daddy. What are you talking about? What's wrong? What's wrong with that? Real Daddy, is that you, Yakub? Yeah, that's my immediate thought. Is that Spencer? No pum for you, Lord. Oh, it is definitely Spencer. You're a bum. You're a loser, man. Look, this is what people want to do with you. You put you in a state. You're a grass. You failed at everything. Come on my channel, biatch. Embarrass yourself. Larry, listen, me. As was small documentary on the Glenn Catley, his Dean Gunn Thorbella fight, where the South African clearly had loaded raps. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. I think he stopped Catley in 12. Yeah. I mean, there's loads of dodgy stuff going on. Some people say French had loaded raps against Lucien Boutet. I mean, there's plenty of proven ones, obviously. Luis Oresto against Billy Collins. He ended up, but he's either suicide or drink driving, got killed, but they took the stuff out of his gloves. There's all kinds of stuff. I believe, and I'll tell you why. You know, Jack Dempsey vs. Just Willard, right? And Just Willard apparently he had this bolt in his glove, in his hands. He held it right in the glove, like whatever, man, like a big bolt like this, right? Held it in his glove, and he apparently kept it, and he showed some people because Dempsey and his manager put a huge bet on him to win in the first round. Okay, and I'm sure loads of always go, they would have seen it. Yeah, like no one ever cheats in boxing, right? But watch this. Watch the Willard Dempsey fight, right? You'll see he lands his usual shots, Dempsey, but watch when he hits Willard, has a lot of effect, and when he's like half over, he hits him like this with the side of the glove. You never hit anyone in boxing with the side of the glove like that. Now, this is a top level fighter. Why is he going to hit you like this? He's not, because he had a fucking bolt in his hand. Crack. So yeah, I believe that story. Are you Stevie Wonder? I just can't. What, the fake blind man? There's a thing with Stevie Wonder. This woman knocks in a microphone stand, and Stevie Wonder whoop, and grabs it. I'm like, hey, you're not blind, blood. Michael Maloney in the house. Even just got in from the meat market. All the birds covered in tattoos. Cellulite, single mums out. Blood clot. No wonder you came home, bro. That's a horror. A horror. A horror. Yeah, Zoriwan Ken all day. Sure you can. Yeah, sure you can. Hadouken. Yeah, that's back. Dusty was one of the reasons I don't like it. Oh man, I must be so behind because we were talking about Street Fighter 2 ages ago. I love that. I'm happy to talk about Street Fighter, other games, even Mortal Kombat, man. Larry Lister, for real? That just showed that Deontay got cheated on. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. To this day. Ken from Northern Ireland, so he is. What's happened to Ken? I think he's talking to Porky again, so he is. I quite like Ken. Apparently, like Porky was whinging on his program, going, "Oh, Ken doesn't want to go to the show anymore because I rinsed him." I didn't rinse him that badly. I just said, I just made fun of his accent a bit. Come on, man. He had 1,000 hands. Yeah, I like E Holland's 1,000 hands. Like, the problem is, if you had the home version, yeah, like on the Sega and the Super Nintendo, on the controller, if you had a controller, not an official one, you could change. They have a switch, so you could have a switch, and it would fasten your hand can repeat because the 1,000 hand slap had to be like that, and blanket electricity. But all you have to do is press the button, and you go immediately, and it'd be real cheating. But you're not meant to cheat. That's the Fury. AZWQ. Some Muslim selected Dalsim as the opponent because it felt like he'd beaten up a Hindu. Oh, is that right? There weren't any. There weren't any. Hang on, let me think. Arabic opponents were there. No, there weren't, were there? But yeah. I've been playing quite a lot of Tekken 8. Tekken 8 is quite difficult. I feel I'm a fraud by being in rank. I have no business being in. Shit. I never really got into Tekken, to be honest with you. Glass ceiling is like being a woman with no X and no keys, basically. It's a joke. And I find out about it. Plenty of women, there's plenty of women that have been entrepreneurs and now regretting it. Michael Maloney. Alen Babic is back. Yes, Lady Savage must have rinsed him. Should have taken her down Soho. Yeah, now the Babic thing, like, so she was 17. 17. He was 30, right? When they linked up. Yeah, no, it's a bit creepy. It's not illegal. Yeah, even I think Poland, Babic's from Croatia, right? But in Poland, the legal age for sexual intercourse is 14. But and so plenty of countries are. I think even some third world countries and Arabic countries, it's like 12. Some of them have no limit. Anyway, whatever, man. It's a bit creepy. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that was always a bit creepy. I mean, like, because, yeah, you know, well, how old is you? 13 years older than her. I think the best age limit is generally about 5. It depends when you marry. About 3 to 5 years, the man has to be older, so he has authority. Spencer, you suffering? I think he's dead. Yeah, there's no gender restrictions in the course of university. I don't pick him and being up. Oh, yeah, I'm so sick of this. Yeah, my boy Josh Sammy getting in the house from California, from CA, California. It should be a bit late because I had to avoid women driving. Yeah, they should be on the road, man. Like Saudi, they should be able to drive in Saudi. I think they can now because the imam, not the imams, was it the imams? Yeah, the imam said it can also make because firstly, women not have the authority, but also, you know, the little rumble would excite women and make them have bad thoughts. Serious blood. The version of Katie Price. Yeah, Katie Price, Jordan, as she was called. She actually, she's so revolting. I mean, she was the original like sket that ruined young women. Oh look, you can be just like me, just being utter sket. There's horrible implants, tattoos, a little flat ass. You know, she looks awful. Do you remember what's it called? The Bride of Wildenstein? Yeah, the New York woman, the Bride of Wildenstein had so much surgery she looked like a demented cat. They'd been shaved, right? She looked like that. And the other thing, but you know, she got her son, Joe Joyce, you know, Harvey Price. So you know that she actually is really into white men. She ramped up what's his name, Dwight York. It's probably also, by the way, a ritual she had to do it to push that, but she don't fancy, weirdly, for a complete sly. She don't fancy she only likes white men, but she slept with Dwight York and had this baby as a one off. But how can you get pregnant on a one night thing? It's a bit weird. It's very unlikely, and why would you take that risk? Dwight has nothing to do with the kid, obviously. I think it was an Illuminati setup, to be honest. Apparently, she wanted to get back at Peter Andre. Because he was like he did agree with coal burning. So Phillips was created to tax the other 50% of the population and break down family unit. Yep, definitely. See, everything's for a number of reasons. People go, oh, this happened for this reason. This happened for that reason. No. Never be that simple. This happened for a number of reasons, and one of the reasons is absolutely get them to pay their money, yeah? And also to break down family unit. Yeah? To create division between women and men, to make women think they've been persecuted when they're perfectly happy being mothers and nurturers and making nice dinners, nice stews. You know? The time is right for another super shackle because this one's going to be demonetized as well. I think it's sworn up too much. You know, like I said, they weren't demonetizing me for ages, but they recently demonetized my last two. I don't know what I was talking about. My boy, thank you. What's up, Chubby? My pale face. This ain't pale blood. I'm one of the black chads that would have bullied Jakub. Look at the size of your head, blood. You look like a conker. Look at this fam. Spencer, Ripton, get over here, blood. Look at this fool right here. He can't get no pum pum. He's 5'3". He's got a huge conker size head in it, blood. What? Yeah, you was a loser, fam. Right, I'm gonna create the evil white devils. What's up, Fergie? My boy Mo Hamid and give me much love on the cash app. Many love. Kate Price back in the day was fire. Fuck, I won't go that far, man. She had a very pretty little face. I will agree with that. She had a nice little body, a pretty little face, but she was stupid. She had a perm. She's Brighton, right? She's from Brighton. And but then she had this thing, the degenerate, what's it called? Sun magazine, which said they had a, what are it called? A poll. You know. Obviously, they're just pushing surgery. They're pushing ulterior motive. But it was a poll to say, should Katie Price Jordan have fake breast tissue or should they stay naps? She had nice little real breastises. You know, I quite like sometimes the little breastises or the little perky little breastises, right? But obviously, people said no because most people against it, sickening. Fake breastises are horrible, man. I once had a girlfriend I really liked. She was a teacher. She was very tall. She was very, very beautiful, like a model face, and very sweet, you know. And people always slag off women going, they're weird. I was very, I don't know whether I was very lucky or what, because most of my girlfriends were real sweet on the whole. A couple of nutters, but on the whole, considering how much pum pum I drove through, you get me? I plowed through. But yeah, you know, whatever. And she had them anyway. We developed my boy, Dr. Female Genital Mutilation. What we doing for the fun 24/7, 365. Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving the channel. I'm loving the funds. And I'm really getting into like I didn't really use Twitter or Instagram. I'm starting to get into it. Like I quite like the little things, and I'm getting some funds there as well. Yeah. So it's all good, man. I was tired of listening to you go, yeah, but not seriously. You know, we always have a little pop here and there. But there's a pop at everything, and I don't really care, man. Like I said, you know, I time very, very original, very funny. He's an autist. You know, I think like anyone, we have our negative sides, but he's not truly dissing. He will give a little diss, and it's often very hypocritical. I think his tongue is in cheek sometimes too. I got no problem, man. Whatever, man. No soups up trouble be people, but rather tell it trouble be than time booth. No soups up trouble be people, but rather turn it. Yeah, time booth. It's been demonetized anyway. So yeah, my boy. Oh man, I'm so behind. Yeah, my boy. Fuck you. Give me some love. No skins, no wins. That's right. But like I said, I'm doing a video on it. Go and have a look at the Insta of Gay J and Sir Skins. And Skins' birthday is today, Valentine's Day, and they're both wearing real smart clothes. 1 in a million. And Skins got the king thing. He's got some stupid pretentious nonsense. Gay J and his boo, aka Skins. That's right, man. Right, I'm gonna try and get to the bottom. To the bottom, like Gay J. Town Booth is a bottom. Wakey Wires. I don't know what's going on with that, man. Babic will batter Robson. Do you think so? I don't know, man. Babic is chinny. He almost got killed by some bomb. Where's my phone, blood? Oh, there it is. I like because I'll be able to check stuff. He almost got knocked out by some French guy. I don't know, bro. Robinson's fairly whack, but if he's up for it, he should whack Babic out, man. Sam Shorter is Gay J's yeah, Sam Shorter started to try and get into slide into Ben Whittaker's DMs, man. Go and check out Sam Shorter's comments. You're beautiful, you're brown, you've got mischievous eyes. Do you reckon Fury's impressed with Opetai's size or Corey's size? I mean, so, you know, like Tyson's always going about big Corys, and he said he's got a small Corey. You know, with Fiore, he goes, Ferocity, only for small Corys. And I don't know if that's true or not, but he definitely wants a bigger Corey. I think, I don't know, I imagine Opetai's got a fairly sizable Samoan weapon, yeah. So it probably is true. Booth, allegedly says his family member wrestled with him, and he's a sex offender of some sort. I believe Tan had quite a difficult upbringing in the sense that, you know, I could just see he was probably quite a shy kid, you know, quite sensitive. I mean, in a nice way, not in the batty way, but you know, and yeah, dysfunctional family. He said, I think they were like not Mormons, like, well, they're guys that knock on your door, Jehovah's Witnesses, but at the same time, his mother was giving hand jobs in the massage parlor, and Dad was selling drugs, and you know, he obviously don't like his dad much. So I think he had a difficult life, and then he went to chase his dreams. He wanted to be like the prince, and then get on and go there, but ultimately it didn't work out. You get me? He didn't sell tickets. You know, he could have been looked after a bit. I think he would have won the British Championship if he'd sold tickets, but it's the way it is, blood. Tell Ben Shalom just. Yeah, I think yeah. How long my account lasts for say that? Don't do any goth drilling. Oh, I drilled 100 out of 10 goth girl. Whoa! On Halloween, one time, and I had demonic dreams for 5 days straight. Yeah, goths are very much into their demonism. You know, people don't realize how involved these people are. People like Damien Eccles, you know, the Memphis 3. Have a look at that. I watched a fake documentary backed by all these degenerate celebrities like Johnny Depp, about how they were innocent and they were only nicked because They were quirky and different. Oh, was Ziff? The guy gave this huge confession. There's loads of goths are they do mess with the dark side. No, yeah, definitely. Anytime, brother. All spot should be good and bad time. Yes, brother. It's great to see, man. Ben Shalom will be entering WWE's Elimination Chamber. I don't know what that's about, but see, I did a video and I said he may be saved by Azim and Ben Whitaker. Everything else is whack. Was Jay the best sparring partner for Fury? I mean, certainly in terms of size and movement, yeah. It doesn't seem to be a good mix for Jay. I don't know what Jay would want to be in that camp because unless he's been paid a lot of cash money, he's got his own fight, right? On the same bill against Maris Bradis, who he's fought before, and Maris Bradis is not 6'7". Whatever. It's a bit weird. Ben Shalom is so in the shadows of boxing moment. Any press is good press. Yeah, he'll take the fact that Chubby slated him for the least deserved award. Chubby, would you YouTube membership? Yeah. Oh man, it's funny you mentioned that because I looked into it. Now, obviously, and also the Patreon. I thought about doing all these things. Like when I'm on form like now, yeah, it's not a problem to handle. But I just don't even. I want to pump videos. But you have to offer something, and you have to offer it because like even Tam moved to the Patreon, right? And I don't know, there's probably still some things clicking over. And he promised different memberships and WhatsApp chats, and he didn't do anything. He basically just rinsed them. I'm not having a go. I mean, he's disorganized, but So I thought I'm not going to get into Patreon or memberships unless I know that I can be organized enough to give some extra value, right? So I mean, how much? I mean, for what membership price and what would people want? I've got to look into it. I mean, you got to give something worthwhile. Shalom Ben Shalom, getting the shekels, doing the horrors. This little dance, I quite like it. I like little dances. No one's had it as hard as the women athletes. They have to work twice as hard as the men to get where they are. Exactly. They're absolutely not pushed undeservedly. Spencer just sits in his house, seething like Yaku. I love the word seething. Spencer Fury crying when Usyk butt broke AJ twice. No doubt. If Spencer had a prefrontal lobe, he'd be planning Yakub demise. Yeah, I feel that. Tommy was expected to get 40 million paid if he's Mike Tyson, and Mike probably would have got that more. There'd be a massive lawsuit if fair play is found. Yeah. I mean, there was some foul play. There has to be, but it will never come out. If you're protected, it won't come out. It would have come out already, right? Bon Whitaker is a Monday Mosa. Do you like the rap I did of his? I give Sam Stroller a stiffy, make him bust a nut in a jiffy. He's such a bellend. You know that rap he did? Arrow 01. Yeah, what up, Chubby? How Chubby? You think the problem nowadays we've got access to too much information. More people doing information and more that easy to control. Coogan said himself. No, quite the opposite, actually, I would say. When you have a limit, if you have too much information, it'd be very hard to pass it all and to realize, to realize what is real. And some weak people will just go, oh, there's too much. Weak people like Coogan probably says that. But no. Back in the day, all you could do is have the mainstream, which is just controlled, mainstream agenda, propaganda papers, and that was it. Apart from if you knew someone personally, right? Who knew of a. So I remember that I knew some kid who was in the paper. His family got, I don't know, some kidnapping or something. I can't remember like exactly the details as when I was little, and they got all these things wrong in the paper. And I was like, that was the first time I realized, oh, because I just thought anything that's printed has got to be right. Look how easy they got all these poor people to fight in World War I and II for nothing. No, information has given us power. If you're too weak to be able to get through it and pass it all and work it out, then you're a normie. Yeah, I'm not having to go you. I'm saying that's the way I see it. Should be reach out to that Joe Egan, get him on the live, talk about John Fury. Do you think? I mean, definitely, you've got more chance of getting the lower people down. The people that I'm not. Tyson Fury going to come on the channel. Well, he's quite random. Actually, it wouldn't be too ridiculous. But Gay Jays and obviously, maybe he can come out on the channel. How about that? But yeah. People that are more interested in want to name out there. Yeah, Joe Egan would be a possibility. But hasn't he been on? He's been on Talk Sport. He's been on with some. Who's that guy? A tan guy who does a channel with all criminals and ex-criminals. Actually, I saw quite a good one with. He was interviewing some black guy. I can't. Who was it, man? I think it was a footballer or something. I don't know. It's quite interesting, but I find his channels a bit. Just too many of them channels. the artist man in the UK channels and all that nonsense. Well, yeah, I mean, anyone can come on the channel. Anyone can come on the channel. Spencer Fearon come on the channel. That'd be laugh, wouldn't it? I'd like J.L. Patad to come on the channel, but obviously we have to stick probably more to boxing. I'm trying to get something more out of him, but it's difficult. See, if you're high profile, it's difficult to be honest. Sonny's quite good with that. Sonny's can't help but talk about red pill stuff. So, but a lot of people won't. And that's called 2014, right? Okay. It turns out that 3 of the teachers who taught me were into nonsense. Yeah, there's a lot of nonsense in schools, but generally it's in the primary schools, especially things like boarding schools and private schools, because you got the kids under complete control. The whole thing about boarding school, which for the middle and upper classes, was to prepare them to. So firstly, to destroy their. So that firstly they used to submit to authority, and that's the same for the working class kids. But they have to obey and do the times table and leave school at 16. Right? But the middle and upper classes had to learn to represent the British Empire abroad. So they had to be taken away from their parents at a young age, be abused, get used to a life that's dysfunctional from an early age, and then they can serve the British Empire better. Yeah, had a quick look at the Triple R. Sagan's ordered brass fountains. He's pathetic. He probably hasn't. He probably thinks it's really funny, the original, and nonce. He's probably whacking off over CP. Little Musgrave. I know some people who are kind of awake, right? Still took the jibber jabber because they want to go like, right. Yeah, that's why I said it. Hard to have respect for people. It is. And unfortunately, I wish they, talk to people that were a little bit more clued up. Because they're the kind of people that can be red pill, and now they're messed up their body. You kind of want to send people who are asleep. I can, but there is nothing more valuable than the truth. Yeah, the ones that I really despair about is the ones that I don't want to know the truth. I just want to live my happy little life. Meanwhile, they got kids. The most important thing in your world should be your kids and what's been forced into them psychologically, physically, what's going in the food, what they've been taught at school. And what, you're just going to put your head down and watch EastEnders? Come on, man. You don't even care about you. All you care about is what you're going to watch on TV. You don't care about what's been happening to your kids. I'm a music teacher from secondary school, sat with the people. What age, and was it a normal relationship, or was there batty business? There was not as yeah. So I don't want to talk about message today. I'm afraid I have personal stories to tell. I'm not going to. That's for another day. I've hit on it a bit. And Sonny Edwards thought it was real funny. He got non-stop, didn't he? Yeah, that was not great, Sonny, but I let you off because I forgive. Yeah. Michael, what age were the brasses? Which brasses were these? MJ boxing 82. My music teacher was one of them. The other 2 were science teachers. Wow. What age were the kids? Because, like I said, the real nonsense you head towards a primary school type, between the age of 8 and 13 or that kind of age. Yeah, the teachers that I knew that were nonsense were from all kinds of. They taught all kinds, man. I used to think about the PE teachers and also in the girls' school that the teachers were lesbians. I would just sit there watching the girls in the shower. I go home and flick the bean. Oh, it makes me sick. I'll probably put in some huge dildo like that. Oh, it's disgusting. Just saying, Spencer doesn't have impulse control in the same way as my dog. Right, where's that fool? Did I knock him out too far away? I damaged him a bit. He's resurrected. Spencer's resurrected. Yeah, prefrontal lobe. He can't think forward. The prefrontal lobe is what makes us human, right? We control our emotions. We make plans, right? We make beautiful music. We are able to look into the future and think what might happen if we do this. But if you have an undeveloped prefrontal lobe like Spencer, you can't. So you make bad, impulsive decisions. And you've got no impulse control as well with no prefrontal lobe. So you make bad, impulsive decisions like an animal. You're basically an animal. Right. No idea. So going. Talking about the brasses. Yeah. I'm not even interested. Actually came on. He got absolutely rinsed, obviously, on the show the other day on the chat. It was you were talking about me again. It's like, no, I'm not. I don't care about you, bumperclot. You're deluded. If someone comes up yeah, I don't watch a dumbass channel, you blood clot. You deluded nonce, right? You know, if people are going to ask me about it, of course I'm going to talk about it in the show, but just say what a clown you are. Yes, Miss Chubby, I agree. I was born in a white area, so I guess I'm all white. Are you mixed blood? Generally, I take people as I find them. I discriminate against stupidity. Yeah. I think Britain has lost identity. Yeah, but it's deliberate and yeah. I mean, you know, the things with social animals, right? We're group animals. So you know, you got circles, and the closer the circle, the more likely you are to feel for those people. And that is usually obviously family, immediate family, then larger family, you know, and then real close friends, people that maybe live in your town, in your country, and blah blah blah. And the closer you are to, the further you are away, if you like, the less likely that you will identify. But you will still have that, and you know, UK, Europe, race obviously is an issue, but yeah, I mean it's deliberate. They want one mix, one people. Well, no, they do and they don't. They want the people to have all different identities, but that just means that they can control them. They'll never be united. But at the same time, they want them all under their control. Don't sell your dog like that, brother. Yeah. To be honest, friend, I did think, how dare you say that? The dog is much better than Spencer Fearon. Even and like you know, Coco the gorilla had an IQ estimated of 87. Yeah, 87. Look at some other. I mean, what do you think Spencer's IQ is? 75? It's got to be like that, surely. Well, my dog's as double his IQ. Spencer's IQ. What is the developmental challenge that has similar impulse control to Spencer? Beyonce Miller using jet lag for an excuse for losing to Parker. Oh, not again. I mean, this guy's boring, man. They got boring. Cal Ches, my dogs are that clever that one of them can open a tin nick weed. Nah, bro. And then leave everything undisturbed. So if you come on, bro. Yes, man. You're messing with me, surely, man. The dog gets a greens on. Why does a really low IQ before you got brain damage? It must have been a piss one. Yeah. Babic to borderline nonce, no doubt. I mean, I think Robertson will beat him. Someone was saying, no, Babic should be. Babic is a bum. Robertson's a bum, but he's a big bum. You know? And you got no skills. You got no brain. But you're coming in for those wide shots, just asking to get killed. Why didn't have his legs? Because he did too many rounds of Malik Scott the day before. Who's the top and who's the bottom? That's what I want to know. 14 is way too young. I believe so. And I've had people in the pubs. Oh, it depends on the culture. Who are we to say that 16 should be the limit? You know, in some cultures, as soon as a woman has, you know, air, she's acceptable. I go, right. So some women develop really young at 8 and 9. There's been Brazilians that have had children at like 7. Do you think that's okay? Well, it's up to the culture. Oh, the culture sucks, then, bitch. I'm 40. If I was banging a crazy 22-year-old, is that wrong? She thought I was younger. Nah, not really. I mean, you know, 23 is an adult, clearly. I mean, I wouldn't expect to marry that girl, especially if she's mad. I mean, women are always going to be attracted to older men because they have power, they have experience, you know. They more like to protect the woman well. You know. But you know, I don't think that's I mean, I don't think that is 40 and 20 would have a very positive future. Whatever, man. You took care of the business, and that's that. I'm not dead yet. People been shot at Super Bowl parade. Really? So he says, "Oh, I haven't checked the news." I'm sure right. Michael, after a certain point, you're old enough to make your mind. I mean, certainly 23. You know, I mean, like I told you, one of my old pals was 17. He's male, right? So it's a bit different. People that think they're the same are just talking nonsense because male and female sexuality, not to mention genitals, not to mention the actual sex act, are very different. You know, people that say, oh, your girl goes, oh, I effed X, Y, and Z. No, you didn't. He effed you. I'm saying that because I don't use the FUCK word because I don't get demonetized. I probably will anyway. But like, because you know, I'm chubby, they don't want to persecute. But you know, a woman can't F someone. A woman can't vock someone, can she? She's the one who gets vocked. That really bugs me. What you know? And there's some basketball star who's American. No, sorry, Australian. He's Australian, and he said, and apparently there was a rumor that he mashed up some underage girl. Meanwhile, by the way, you know Karl Malone, the Utah Jazz legend, and when he was 20, he was ramping up a 13-year-old, and nothing happened. I think he made her pregnant. I think he might have married her. I can't remember. Check it out. Anyway, so this Aussie dude, and the you know, these pictures came out from a girl's, you know, whatever, a private message or a FaceTime to a friend. They said, "Oh, I just vucked whatever this guy was called, Drayton something. I don't even know his name." And I'm thinking, no, he didn't. He vucked you idiot. Many women, many men regret focusing on a career instead of finding a good man and having kids. It's well documented. Many women. That's my 50 Cent version. The irony is that some women will be skivvy for their boss who don't give it to. Right. So much so. You know, there's so many women, secretaries, and they end up marrying their boss or vugging their boss. Sorry, getting vucked by their boss, if you know what I'm talking about. That's true. There was a YouTuber called Keemstar who was 40. Their 20-year-old, the freak, got criticism for it as he should. I mean, you know, it's certainly a strange situation. It's not one that I would look for. There's no future in that kind of nonsense. Bass Peter Andre. Oh man, I'm way back, but yeah, Bass Peter. Yeah. He went into. He didn't like much shark in blood. Americans are more stupid than I thought if they can't tell that the Super Bowl is fake. Well, it's not, I mean, there are plenty of Americans that are red pilled and clued up, but it's like any country. Unfortunately, and they love it as long as they got their bread and circus, their shelter, you know, their food, their shelter, and their entertainment. They're happy, you know. You know, in England, look at the idiots in England talking about football all the time. Eh? I mean, like I said, I went in the pub having a soft drink at the weekend, and it was rugby, Wales vs England or something. And grown men of 60 were jumping up, hugging each other, and screaming when a try happened. And they wouldn't even be that excited when the child was born, man. She had high before she met Peter. I don't think that's correct. I don't think that's correct because the story is definitely that, and that was after she split up from Peter. I believe. I might look it up later. I don't. I mean, it's pretty easy to find. I don't want to. I mean, I'm not that bothered, but I believe that she after they split up, they had split ups, didn't they? Peter Andre and I can't even know about these idiots, but Peter Andre and the Sket, and I think in one of the split ups she banged Dwight York. He looks inbred anyway. Have you heard of that recent Super Bowl shoot? I haven't looked at the news today, to be honest with you. I mean, in the gym, I've done a video, I've been doing research and stuff. I've been eating my game. I know. What did I get? Have I eaten anything today? No, I've had a little bit. A little bit. One of my pals gave me some food, a bit, but it was just, yeah. He goes, "Oh, do you want a bit of my you know, fried goujons or something?" I don't even know what they're called. I was like, "Oh, I suppose so." I hadn't eaten anything. I plan to lose weight before. Obviously, I go to South Korea. You know, I want to look good and get the BWC out. Take care of that pum pum, that kimchi pum pum. Oh, Clipper B, you're so big. What are you gonna do to me? Everything. I don't want to talk. I'm a Christian, but I do believe something's happened to me when I believe that I've been celibate, and I thought I might do it for the rest of my life, but now I feel that. See, the other thing is I do believe in marriage, obviously. The Bible is quite. So I looked into this. So the Bible, obviously, adultery is wrong, but adultery is defined as if you have a spouse and you cheat on them. That's absolutely wrong, 100%, and I agree with that. Right? But what about sex before marriage? Specifically, the Bible doesn't actually really talk about it. It does say sexual immorality is wrong. Does sex before marriage come under that umbrella? I mean, I don't want to be sitting there trying to justify my behaviour. I mean, I think I was sexually immoral when I was young because I ramped up so much pum pum. You know, random pum pum. Some of them I don't even know their names, man. Anyway, I was a 40-year-old woman. Yeah. You know, it takes so much beautiful mums and batty man. So that old mill thing's creepy. It's just another fetish. Perky ticks are way better than droopy breasts. Man, these are all questions. I'm a high protein diet and hungry as hell. So I've done high protein diets, and the problem is, right? I didn't used to get that hungry, but sometimes your body would crave carbs, man, like bread and pasta. They should. Okay, I'm gonna rush on. What I mean is, I want to get near the end. Anybody want to get some super shekels? You know what? You know where it's at. Yeah, my gun. I fixed it. But oh, blah. Yeah, it's pretty awesome, man. Quite like it. I want a real one, though, obviously. I want a real one. One of my pals lives in the United States, yeah? And he got this gyal them. He got a gyal them. Blonde gyal them. And she, like, you know, working class background, but you know, done quite well in Bidney and so on. And yeah, she got loads of guns, Uzi, Glock, an AK. It's like blood. I want to get my hands on this thing, man. Tyler's a Jehovah's Witness. I think his parents were. I don't know who he was. Tyler's a loser. Document. I actually think he's entitled to become rich and famous for minimum effort. Or he does cry because he wasn't very good at boxing. That is one theory. I think he's got more to offer than that. I just yeah. I don't know, man. He's a complex guy. It's Jay-Z, like, comment, subscribe, share. That's right. Donate for show. Donate. Paris. I want to roll down to the bottom because like I say, I seem to be like about 10 minutes behind what we're talking about. So we talk about Edmund Honda soon, which we were talking about 45 minutes ago. When Joe was with his spiritual church, the spiritual lot like me. Yeah, interesting that. I mean, I go to any church and worship as long as they're not like really bent at shape, man. What is, you know? I wouldn't go to no Mormonism, for example. Oh, come on, Acoustics. Don't be sick, blood. Not doing no videos tonight. You're not doing no videos tonight. I've got some Gorman knowing, man. It's Gorman knowing. They watch the gay soaps and brainwash sheep. I mean, how do you? Look, I know some normies, right? I ain't sociable now anyway. I spend a month down in the basement, but I occasionally go to the pub. It's only local, you get me. I've lost touch with a lot of, especially when I've tried to red pill intelligent people that were my good friends, like and they just won't have it, you know. And some of them are really successful. They just that's what they care about, and they're good people. But you know, and I'll try to open, and then they just kind of fade away because they can't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth. They can't handle the truth. No, they don't want their comfortable world to be rocked. See, the system has been very good to some people. You know, people that have been to good universities and gone down the milk round and got a good job out of it and blah, blah, blah. The system has been good to them. They never experienced the wrong side of the system. Chubby has, for example, you know, the Pope all being bent, abusive teachers, this kind of stuff. Right? So I was always very suspicious and seeing the corruption. Whereas some of these normies, they believe in the system because the system's been good to them. You know, do you know videos tonight? Well, teenage teachers shag teenage dads, certainly now. Yeah, especially now. You're a wise man should be. Oh, thank you, brother. Everyone, thank you for your advice and real words, peace. Thank you, brother. That's nice. I mean, a lot of it is age. A lot of it is also because I'm cynical and I've got a lot of time, obviously. So I spend a lot of time researching stuff. There's the only way you can come to the truth, man. You got to find the truth. You got to realize the truth. You got to discover it. You can't be told the truth. You got to discover the truth. You feel me? People can lead you the way. Go, this is the path. This happens. This happens. You got to investigate yourself to really know it's the truth, man. The Australian painter. Ja, wollen mein Fuhrer. It's nice to have a fellow based individual. Thank you. I actually really like your art as well. I think it was general, you know, compared to the disgustingness of modern art. Karl Malone's a dirty nonce. Yeah. Nothing said about it. Oh, why? Oh, because he's such a good baller. I mean, imagine that, right? If you're just kind of guy in the street, they'd be wanting to hang him because he's such a good baller. Like Muhammad Ali, the nonce. He banged a number of 12-year-old girls when he was 30, right? Oh, but he's such a great guy. He's the greatest. He did so much for human rights, breaking down the barriers of racism. No, he's a nonce. And he's also controlled anyway. Damn, Judge Robinson stands over at Flat and Babic and says, if he dies, he dies. Yeah. USSR Drake. Like I said many times, I always find it a bit odd when people try and get their fame off other fighters. It's like, you got to live for yourself. Don't, I mean, that's a bit of fun. It's quite, but come on, man. Be serious, blood. Well, that's right. I just said that, brother. Thank you. I'm glad you put it. I always loved a good pillow fight. Yeah, it seems a lot of famous people are nonsense. Well, that's how they get in there. Because I tell you, one of the nonsense is a very important part of being controlled by the elite for two reasons. A, it shows you'll do anything for power and money. You don't care. And you'll damage children without care. And you're a sick pervert. That's number one. Number two, it makes you blackmailable. Yeah, what do you think Epstein, Barry Hearn's big mate is? I tried to save all of you. Yeah, there's a school of thought that said, I don't know what you say, Mr. Painter, but that you were a plant and you're deliberately used to bring down Europe by causing. I don't believe this necessarily. I don't believe this necessarily. Some people say hostile red shield blood in you. The guy is a Johnny Boswell. Who's Johnny Boswell? I don't know who Johnny Boswell is. Yeah, cheating Boswell. Yeah, Jordan took Gareth Gate virginity. Wow, pregnant and sniffed. Yeah, that's why Paul Harvey is mashed up. Bless him. Oh, blood pot! I'd forgotten this, man. My boy Chicken Bone. Yeah. Oh, that's right. She's a sick individual. Yeah, poor old Harvey. I mean, he's a huge, like 29 stone imbecile, basically. She doesn't even look after him. She doesn't even look after him. That's what people don't realise. She, I can't handle him. He needs special treatment. Yeah, he does, but she could handle it. She's a degenerate junkie. Shit'll be. An Islamic a scholar video came out and said he doesn't know about the increasing number of Muslims dating women. I don't know why. People lie to themselves all the time to fit in with what they want. You need Zakes before marriage. Yeah, but in the old days, truthfully, yeah, of course, because I was horny. I first whacked off when I was 11, bust a nut. And I was obsessed. I told you in the last thing, like from the age of 9, with blonde women's, with narrow waists and big breasts, because I saw this cartoon character. Oh, that's nuts. This is how they get. Dungeons and Dragons was another way they warp people and all these kind of things. And I saw the elf, blonde with and I was just, oh, look at that, right? And yeah, I was thinking about females from the age of 9. Yeah, but so you also get super horny at 13, 14, 15, 16. But in the old days, people would marry younger, and there's less life expectancy. So there's that as well. I don't know. I just don't know what the best solution is. But certainly not what we have now, which is disgustingness everywhere. You might have to take a test for it. I get it. Neil Diamond's Sweet Caroline was about his mate's little daughter, Cal Chess. No. It wasn't about his mate's little daughter. It was about I think it was JFK's daughter, or one of the Kennedys, a 9-year-old blonde girl called Caroline. Yeah, who's pictures of her riding horses. And it's all about her. It's so nonsense. It's incredible, and yet they sing it. Don't think it's just by chance that became a big anthem. This is another deliberate type of manipulation. Tyler thanked a ref when Eubank stopped him. Did he? I didn't see that again. I remember seeing that live, to be honest with you. These soaps these days are just pure sick. Oh, yeah, I mean, that must be awful. See, Caroline's a non-song correctly. Wardy batters the weirdo. You mean the twerker, Fraser the Eraser. Yeah, he's a freak, man. Whatever. With that bent round and going about, oh, your fuel. Oh. If I saw, I don't even watch TV anymore. The Illuminar TV, as I call it, the Illuminar TV, the Electric J. Yeah, nonsense all over the place, my boy. Unfortunately, Mr. Scott. I tried to explain it, the idiot about Ali. He made out I was wrong, right? They talk about Costamano sometimes. It's a waste of right because they're so programmed and their minds are so pathetic that they can't realize that someone they've held in the sun is actually turns out to be a wrong one. Yeah. you know, like or some stupid entertainer. Oh, there's no, you know, they'll carry on supporting them, even though all the evidence is there. She loves disability benefit. Oh, Katie Ting, yeah. She uses like she abuses it as well. She abuses the money she gets. She wanted to get Harvey a brass coming down. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, she wanted it for his birthday. I think she might even have done it. You remember poor Harvey was f off to the trolls. How did he know he was being trolled? Poor thing. He doesn't need to. She's wrong. Yeah, I know. And she's bringing her on TV, and it's kind of like, you know, to big herself. Yeah, poor old Harvey. I mean, you know. Huh? Having that ting as a mum, you know, luckily he doesn't understand it, but you like that dance, innit, blood? You do no videos tonight. Happy birthday, aka Skin Spank Daddy. That's right. That's right. And I said I'm doing a video on it. What's the turnout? 10:24. Yeah. I got to stop fairly soon so I can work on this video. At most, I got to stop at 11, but maybe even before. So, aka Skins' birthday is on Valentine's Day. Go on Insta and look at aka Skins, the picture he's got, and the picture the gay Jay has got. They put it on the same day. They're just almost identical. Why? Because when they're lovers, Valentine's Day was special because obviously they would, you know, hold hands, talk about the future, their future together. You know, it's Valentine's Day, so it's romantic. Yeah. And it's aka Skins' birthday, so it's a double celebration. And you can see in the Insta something's happening. Something's happening. I think and Ben behind is mocking Sir Skins. He puts, "Oh, happy birthday," and then he puts loads of laughing faces, mocking laughing faces. As I said, I've done half the video and I've recorded the audio. I now need to put in the visual. But yeah, what Saddam Hussein, Michael Jackson, Dwight York got in common? They all feck to Jordan. I like it. Dwight York is one ugly inbred guy. Fraser's so boring. He makes me feel sleepy when he's fighting or speaking. Yeah, I mean, it's no good. Him and Okoli were Ben Shalom's top signings. I remember I was like, "Are you serious?" But Okoli, yeah, hanging with the Arabs. I got a chain with a lot of carrots in it, and then I think he's got lucky with Whitaker. You know? That might save boxer because. You know, you can't churn out these shows with Lauren the Rug Muncher Price and Karis Artsel no one cares about. It has no viewing figures. You sell advertising packages on the strength of your viewing figures. If no one's watching, then you can't sell your advertising packages for a good number. Feel that? To become famous, you've got to sell your basic. Reach the bottom. That's good. Fraser said, "Yeah, Tony, my boy, chicken bomb. I can't read. How do you know the troll's dragging off? She's wrong." Right, exactly. She would have said that. Yeah, absolutely. I think he's partially these days, partially blind, partially sighted. I'm not sure exactly. You know, the safe way of saying it these days because they want to control our speech. But yeah, I mean, how would you know? Well, absolutely, because she said it and she's got some sympathy off it, and she will have the Munchausen's by proxy as well. She's not wrong. And I like to beat her with sticks, you know. To drag her out, you know, like she's a witch, because that's what she is in the old days. To drag her out where she lives by her hair, yeah, and beat her with sticks. This is a joke, by the way. I mean, in Minecraft, Whitey. It's not a real thing. This is a comedy channel, and we're talking about Minecraft. Ain't no video tonight. Wrong. Okay, it was reading troll comments out to him. I mean, I imagine that. What a biatch, man. A lot of people have mental disabilities tend to freakishly big and strong. Yeah, they call it retard strength, don't they? I bet Harvey can. I think one of her boyfriends, Katie Pratt's boyfriends, took him on the pads and that. I don't know if he's good at boxing, but usually they're not coordinated enough to be good at a sport like boxing. There's videos about Downies and that doing boxing. They're awful, but they got strength. You know, they can grab you and throw you around. Coley is about to, well, join. He's going up to heavyweight now, isn't he? Is he not? And he's got a huge frame, but I always respect CBS getting rid of. Yeah, I was watching. What was I watching? Lee Wood vs. American, and in Manchester, England, as David Greenblatt was. Manchester, England, fighting out of Manchester, England. Yeah, and I saw it, and my mate's like, "Hey, yo, guess what? Cordy beating up, beating up. Sorry, lost his title to Bennett Smith. This is weird thing though, right? And I was looking at it the other day. So Sonny Edwards. Now, see, Sonny pretends, or maybe he does. He knows all this thing about all these boxers and her wrongs, yeah. And he says CBS said something awful to some girl he knows, but he wouldn't. He never comes out and says it. He's always teasing with her. Because you kind of need to reveal the truth sometimes. Bang, that it. It should be. Right? It should be, and then the rest. Oh, any boxing man will see that immediately breaking them off. Thank you, brother. Yeah, I hope people like the channel. I believe it's good. Come on, we can have one more of these things. Come on, one more of these. I don't want to be no begging. Tired, will have a crack at me. Oh. Telegram from Mongo. Blazing Saddles. Yeah, Blazing Saddles actually. What's the name of the guy who does it? Yeah, he's a tunneler. He's a tunnel digger, and he it's basically making fun of Wyatt's and all that. It's a weird film. It's quite amusing in parts, but when you see the agenda, you're like, this is bullshit. But Scott would bomb ever win a world title. Now, anything's possible in heavyweights, and there's not a lot after. It's about who you fight. Like anything, like I said, people, will they win a British fight? Well, it depends who they fight. Will they win world title? Depends who they fight. Yeah, it's very important. There have been some bums who've been world champion and British champion. Yeah, will Dubum ever win a world title? So again, it depends who's fight. But what is important is after Usyk, KJ, and Tyson Fury retired, there's not a lot there. And if the titles fragment, yes, he has a good chance of title fragment. There's not a lot there. I do think he'll always be a quitter. Right? I wouldn't be surprised if Miller had more stamina. I reckon he would have quit. But Dubum's likable. I wouldn't have a problem if he won the title. But yeah, I mean, it depends who he fights. If he's fighting, let me think of opponents. I don't know. Would he beat Jared Hansen? Possible. Is that 50-50? I don't know. We'll see. My boy goes no. I mean, I wouldn't. If I had to bet on it, I'd bet no at this stage, even though you don't know who he fights. Simply because he's a quitter. My boy, yeah. Harvey is great. Katie many times. Wouldn't surprise me, blood. The dubious Daniel Dubum gets the big push. No courage. Absolutely. Like I say, you don't really want to be a boxer. You want to be in Granada, picking mangoes, nutmegs, working for local fishermen, helping them with their fishing catch, getting a few fish. Working at a local bar in the evening, where the tourists are there as security, but no one, people are so chill that it's such a nice. There's usually never any problem, but if there is a problem, you get the huge T-bomb just looks at them. Hey, sorry, dude. Yeah? But he's allowed one beer, no more than one beer, because then he starts getting a bit free. Not free. Starts getting a bit feisty with the local females. But he was quite sweet when he went. You see it on his Insta and that. He looked like a big child, when he goes to Granada. And he's looking at the monkeys and the waterfalls and he's yelled them and I thought it was quite sweet. So yeah, I was again. I didn't like Dubon before was because he was deliberately he'd been pushed too hard. He was pumped full of HGH, and there was that thing with Joe Joyce's mum. But when he says, "Oh, I'm glad you're blind, so which you also getting beaten up," but that was not Dubon. That was clearly fish eyes. But And yes, she's a coward, but actually seems quite likable. So, and being a decent person is very important to the Triple B. Danny's doing that daddy line to death. Yeah, you're daddy in it, but you got to give him lines that you can remember. I think Don Charles, the fraud, Charles Ennie, the fraud. Quilly wants the Bridgeweight title. Oh, did he say that? The Bridgeweight title first? I mean, what's that guy? I told you, Wazinski, was it? Who beat the Cabbage Babic. I mean, he's 39. I mean, that's a winnable fight. You could hug him to death. J-Tube getting cookie. You can bet tunnels. Junior Hara, the Hara does. Bandana Paddock. Are you 6'9" black guy that defended Sonny Edwards against Fowler? Yeah. Yeah, Sonny's always got some breaders to back him. You know what I'm saying? Did you hear? Huh? The actress Alyssa Milano, okay, was asking online for donations for her son's baseball team or something. Then they were seen at the Super Bowl. We know where the money went on. Wow, no shame. So I feel spits over Dubon. He's manipulating pump full of steroids. Absolutely right. But he has 210 son up for himself. Exactly. What was weird is he split up. Who are his trainers? They're now his managers, right? Who are the trainers? The villains, the guys, them guys that own the Peacock. He actually separated himself from them, which is kind of unexpected. Mel Brooks, yeah, Mel Brooks was the tunneler that did Blazing Saddles and all that. I mean, you don't need to look at that brother's early life section. I'm sure his real name isn't Brooks. In fact, you know what? Let's have a look at the early life section of Mel Brooks and see what the man's real name is. Have you got? Let's have a guess. Has he got Berg? Has he got Gold? Or has he got Blatt? Let's have a look, man. Mel Brooks. Look at this guy, man. Gee, early life section much? Let's check it out. He's still alive? 97-year-old blood clot. He's on that word you can't say that starts with ad and ends with chrome. I didn't get it right. It's not gold black, or a black or gold or a Berg. It's Kaminsky. I imagine it's a Russian or Polish origin name. But yeah, let's look at the his wife's called Florence Baum. There's no surprise there. He also married Anne Bancroft. I think she's a G-O-Y. Right, what's the early life? Early life, okay. Brooks was born on a tenement kitchen table in Brownsville, Brooklyn, to Katie Brookman and Max Kaminsky. His fathers were German Jays from Danzig. There's a red pill. Check out the Danzig region. What happened there, who owned it, who lived there, and the connection to World War II. Check it out. Danzig. So there you go. I mean, we didn't need to look at the early life section, obviously, but his name ain't Brooks, man. It's Kaminsky. I'm better than Frank Bruno. Frank Bruno's got more heart. I'll give. He's a more natural boxer. Bruno was a bodybuilder, roided up bodybuilder with big power. But I will give him some credit. Bruno probably has more heart than Dubon. That's not saying much. I was definitely raped his mum. Yeah, when he's off head. Yeah, Mel Brooks, Mel Kaminsky. Yeah. A lot of folk think Dubon should be world champion as he should have beaten him. He said, "Come on, man! I've done a video on this. It's an illegal shot." Dubon won WBA regular. Oh yeah. Before she referred him as an ex-world champion. I forgot that he was a WBA regular champion. Who did he beat for that, blood? Jared Hansen is a bum. Charles Martin knocked him out by accident. Yeah, I remember that. I put money on Martin. He was like 7-1 or something. And I was like, if he goes in to win that fight, he will win it. And it's pathetic, right? Every time he came forward, that's what he had to do, come forward. Bop, he hurts Anderson. And then he just stepped back. And then at the end, you know, they hugged him. And he's got a huge smile on his face, Martin. He knew he got the fight, but he had to lose. Bang Danny Paddy. Have you seen the BKM videos? Time we've gone on a date. Man's been bought big time. I haven't. I'll have a look. Is it worth watching? I just. Do you know what? Like, I'd rather spend time making my own videos for the funds and looking around the boxing world and the red pill world to see what to come out of it, rather than sit there and watch. I mean, it's kind of been done a bit now, right? I don't see that. I mean, like I said, the early time boosts were gold, man. And it's changed the game, but those days are gone, blood. Those days are gone. Dubon's mind of a child, no doubt. Yeah, but there's something like all in that. You know, a simple, big Lenny, big black version of Big Lenny. You know, when I seen the pictures of him in Grenoble, it really looked quite touching. He was so, you know, and obviously he must be quite a decent man because he enjoys nature. You know, only Roggins don't like animals and don't care about nature. And, you know, he was looking with amazement at the waterfall. You don't get many of them in Lewisham or wherever he's from. And the little monkey, he was looking around, you know. So, yeah, you know what, I said that. I've changed my... I've taken... Like, I will always bet against him because he quits. But, you know, I much prefer him. If you look at, you know, some of the bums we've got in the UK, You know, people like Fraser Clark, idiots like that, you know, bullying Prince Patel and twerking fruitily. I much prefer Daniel Dubois. I wish I could live that Daniel Dubois Granada dream, to be honest. Funny how we yearn for the impossible. Bro, yeah, thanks, Mark. I mean, you know what? Because I did that Daniel Dubois. What it would be in another life, you know, living in Granada. And I looked into Granada, and I was like, man, it's got a real low crime rate, especially for a Caribbean country. So I think it's only got 140,000 people. So most of the crime is low level theft, right? You know, it's beautiful, right? It's a beautiful country. It's got loads of fruits and natural things growing. Man, it looked like paradise blood, you know. I mean, I don't know what it's like for foreigners. I mean, 140,000 people is not a lot of people, bro. If you think how big London is, 9 mil if you go into Greater London. But yeah, man, you know, I was like, yeah, you know, like, Chubby's gonna, like, I'm gonna start doing a tour. You know, I said I thought I was gonna stay in the basement for the rest of my life and not get my nut on ever. But you know, I think something's happened. I've been spoken to, and I think I'm gonna do a tour. I've been talking to a couple of my Irish funds. Go over to Ireland. I'll talk to my boy Donny about South Korea. So those are the two ones. I want to do that this summer. I want to get out and see more shows. The thing is, it all depends how I feel. Because if my mood drops, yeah, my energy drops, then I'm staying in the basement again and probably getting my drink on. So we can't be too ambitious. Where else do I want to go? I want to go to Iceland. There's not a lot of boxing there. In fact, I don't know any boxers from Iceland. I always wanted to go to Iceland. I meant to go to, you know, that's another no crime country. Well, hardly any, right? Yeah. Yeah. Of course, unfortunately, it's got no diversity, which is terrible. But yeah, it was very interesting. The girls are pretty. I banged a Icelandic girl once. Again, I just went to the smaller club out of London, out of town, in a town. I went to a club with a friend. Next thing you know, I talked to some Icelandic girl. I'm in a hotel motel, you know, take care of business. You know, those were the days. Yeah, box rec. I want to see what box rec got Icelandic boxers. You know, the funny thing is box rec, and obviously it's a part. You know, it's a software, right? But it ranks. If you look at the ratings, it'll rank fighters that come out of Antarctica. Obviously, they're none, but you won't find any Antarctica boxers amazing. So yeah, what were we looking at? I was looking at Iceland, weren't I? Iceland ratings. Yeah. What's going on, everyone? When I'm checking this out, you know, give me a super chat. Pound for pound. Let's look at pound for pound at Iceland. And by the way, you know, people talk about Asian boxers, and usually in Britain. Well, you know, in the United States and Australia, they mean the Far East. In the UK, we mean the Indian subcontinent. Well, Asia's huge. Saudi Arabia is in Asia. Although Daniel Dubon didn't know that, obviously. He thought it was in Africa. In Africa, they eat lambs, innit? They eat lambs everywhere, blood. All right, Iceland. Pound for pound. There's one active Icelandic fighter. Let's have a look at him. Yeah, there can't be a very big scene at Iceland. They're good at strongmen, though, aren't they? Right? They're good at strong. Oh, you've got a good record, man. Can you see that? There it is. Gunnar Kolbeinn Christensen. 14 wins, no losses, and 8 by way of knockout. He's a pro. Oh, he's a heavyweight, blood. The King's 6'6". Yeah? How old is he? He's 35. Damn. Come on, make a move, blood. That's an amateur. No. He's got 1 win and 7 losses. Let's see if he fought anyone decent. No one. But yeah, unbeaten as a pro. I don't know where he must fight out of like somewhere else, right? Because I'm sure there's no pro boxing scene. Maybe Chuck B can go over and start a pro boxing scene. So let's see if he's beaten. Yeah, I can't see any names that I recognise that he's beaten as a pro. I like these little tangents, you feel me? But let's see what he's boxed. Yeah, he's beaten bums, basically. He boxed Vienna. In the United States. Anyway, there you go. Icelandic boxers. One pro heavyweight. Yeah, let's ask some questions, blood. PC Gordon's Tyne ass. BK videos basically shaming Tyne. I mean, he's certainly mocked to some extent. I mean, maybe it's tongue in cheek. I don't know, man. I don't know. You know. Like I said, I don't really watch that much videos like I used to. 3 out shit women were annoying me in the gym. Constant chatters. I'm trying to push 90 kilos off. Yeah, shut up, man, and just there's not gossip somewhere else. Take that somewhere else. I've been so flashy on the bags, like hands down, but then the pack was the flashiness and power. But I'm enjoying it. I mean, it's funny. You almost learn to. Some people say you learn to box. If you've, I didn't have a long career. If you learn to box after you stopped, you think about it more. But yeah, I was in the gym. Yeah, it's I live in in the outskirts of London, so it's kind of less diverse. But it's a mixed gym. I'd say probably 80% of the people are white though, where I live. With a gym anyway. Or maybe a bit less, 75%, whatever. I mean, I'd go and do my thing. Yeah. But there are these, there's a bunch of Asian girls that come in. There's the Asian men, there's a few Asian men there, and they all take it serious. And they're quite worked out, got in good shape. And then the Asian women that come in, none of them do anything. They just sit there on a machine doing some real weak leg raises. And all they do is look at white men's. Yeah. I swear down. Check out the Triple B, obviously, on the bag. Pop, 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 bang. Pop, pop, bang. But, yeah, they just do that. And they walk around with their untrained bodies and their saggy asses. And they just look at white men's. They're looking for the BWC blood. What's that about? Do bun. It's Fed the Lions. Yes, he comes out there. You want to think he come out like a daddy line by himself. Of course not. And he was so happy, and Fish Eyes was so happy, he said it right, without prompts and without an actual, what's called, without it being written down. Danny could act in the remake of The Green Mile. Yeah, I've never seen that film, man. But yeah, I'm sure. The name of Caroline Glow Up. Who's that, blood? Am I missing something? Am I being retarded? Steen. John Fishy, the Rumford Bull Chitter, has close together piggy eyes. Actually, I think you're right, he does. And his father does too. And they both have very unhealthy looking skin, don't they? Yep, you're not allowed to say that though. That's why I have to even watch out. Yeah. But yeah, he does. I quite like him, actually, the Fisher family, despite the fact it's super cringe. And if we order in our Chinese chicken chow mein. It's chow mein. Chow mein, not chow mein. Blood clot. It was lemon prawn balls. It's cringe, but he's exciting fighter. He wants the KO. How far would he get? Like I said, it depends who he fights. He can win a British title depending on who he fights. So to see him winning the world title, no, but things do change. But they bring a new eyes to boxing. There'll be people that have never really seen a box fight. They just go onto Johnny Fisher, and maybe the younger kids will go with their dads and they'll be like, oh, I want to box too. Or, you know what? I'm really into my boxing. I love it. Same thing with Misfits and stuff. You get guys that wouldn't really have been into boxing and brought in. He sells a lot of tickets. That's which is good. He's keeping it alive. In that area. So yeah, I got no problem with that. Kaminsky actually, but you're almost right. Thank you. But who lived there? What was it full of? What is it? What is it, Cal? Tell us what it is, blood. John Martin was this earth like a god, didn't it? He liked his greens, didn't he? Has Zhang got a fight lined up? I'm not sure. I'm going to check, but I don't think so. I told you about his brother. There's another Zhang who moved up to heaven and knocked out Evgeny Romanov. Let's look at the Big Bang. So Gilles Zhang on box ring. Yeah, Joseph Parker. Sorry, man. Of course, Joseph Parker. Sorry, both of us, Mr. Maloney and Mr. Triple B, are being slightly moronical. Of course, he's fighting Joseph Parker, who I think he's going to knock out. Who else is on that bill? Ray Vargas, Nick Ball. I have Nick Ball winning that. Gay J in Ghana. I have Gay J on points. I actually have Roman Fury. Imagine that. Justice Huni, interesting. Okay. Lenny stroked a mouse. Dubum stroked the Transformers trouser. What's this long thing, innit? I thought you was a girl, blood. I am a girl. Oh, but I thought girl didn't have a long thing. I thought my mum told me that girl has no long thing and man has long thing, innit? Well, your mum's got it wrong. Don't worry. Yeah, Dubum, poor Dubum. Dubum would never bully Prince, but exactly, he wouldn't. He is actually quite a smiley, likable guy. I've never seen anger in him. Right? I've never seen anger in him. And you forgive him that stupid line about Paul Joyce's mum, because he wouldn't say that. He was spoon-fed that by the fish eyes. You remember that? I did a video on it back in the day. I think that was the old channel. You see Fish Eyes so proud of his son, smiling with his shiny eyes. Dubois, Fury, and Terry Harper, the combined IQ of a chimp. Yeah. I mean, Huey, Huey. Have you seen how old he looks, by the way? I think he's serving one of them, you know, what is it? One of those secret bands. The USA invaded Grenada. There he is. Okay, wait, correct me if I'm wrong, but there's Grenada and Grenada. They're two different places, right? Yeah, because there's a film on the invasion of Grenada. It's another great American victory when it's just a bunch of, like, you know, cow herders and peasants getting rolled over by the Russians. Okay, I think the problem is one is Grenada, one is Grenada. I'm a bit, I'm sorry to be a bit confused, but the one in the Caribbean, the Grenada one, is the one that Dubon visited. So that one, famous for its waterfalls, actually. You might be right. Maybe it's me that's been moronical, right? I'm just going to try because there's a Clint Eastwood film on it. Do you remember that? History. I might have to look up to it after. It used to be a French colony, then a British colony. A lot of the French colonies got taken over by invasion by the United States, 1983. You're absolutely right. There isn't two. I'm just being retarded. But I didn't put the two together. I didn't think that was the same debunked country that the US invaded. Yeah, thank you for putting me right somewhere. I hate being retarded, moronical and imbecilic, like Spencer Fearon. Usually I know my history, my history, but sorry, bro, I feel I'm tired. I'm blaming that. That Dubon reminds you of water from the horror film Get Out. I ain't seen it, bro. Fraser Clark more bent than Lambob, not weird. Yeah, he's got two daughters, but Schofield's got two daughters. That fruitiness is so grim. Zhang is fighting power. Yeah. I forgot that. Ronald Reagan was he? I thought he was of Irish origin, allegedly, like Biden. I reckon London really about 18 million. 18 million, really? No, is it that big? It depends where you. If you count places like Croydon as London and Sutton as London, then I don't know, maybe. I want to go Aston. Yes, brother, you come to the Triple B, you go Aston. Fraser Clark twerking fruity. Yeah. Zhang beats Parker. I believe Zhang will stop Parker. Zhang puts Parker on the dark side of the moon. Yeah. Spencer defended Dubon getting it wrong about something. Yeah, it's so funny. Whenever a black guy says something or does something, Spencer just jumps to the defense. He goes, "It's not a big deal, dude. It's not a big deal," Spencer the bum. Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, it's right next to Africa, so a lot of people wouldn't know, and they think it's part of Africa. And thinking, why are you even getting in this conversation, you bum? You didn't know either, you clown. And then, what was it? Oh, Broner, when he's been a dickhead. He's like 25 at the time. He goes, "Look, hey, people should stop having a go at Broner. I'm sure he's a really lovely young man." At the time, he had 7 kids by different baby mothers. 7 different baby mothers or something. And he just needs a role model, that old role model, fake nonsense. He just needs a role model to look after him and put him in the right way and mentor him. Shut up. Well, like you, Spencer. I think Spencer's kids don't even talk to him. He's such a bum. Sugar Shade Fury. Thinks the mole, maybe from the England gym. Lots of wrongings out of place. Those are fruity guys for sure. Okay, well then you'd say, well, what guy's got some kind of link to the England gym is in Tyson Fury camp? Right, I've got 5 more minutes before I've got to go. I haven't had much to eat. As I said, I had a couple of goujons, as they're called. I don't even know what they are. I think it's just fried fish, but they're small. So I will do anything with shekels. Yeah, and he digs out the triple B. Malcolm, women are gym perverts. Men are avoiding interactions they're afraid of getting nicked. Right. There's a meme which says, women, oh, I'm being harassed by men in the gym, starter pack. And they got the tightest thing. I mean, like I said, there were some nice women in the gym today. There wasn't too much discussing this. Some nice young blondes who wore baggy top, and had some leggings, nice skin. And none of that stupid over-the-top bubble butt obsession. I don't mind a nice pet butt, but the obsession with having a huge bubble butt is bizarre. And yeah, the starter pack, and it had, when a bra top and the so I don't even know how to make these fabrics. Are so tight you could see anything, including the camel's hoof, right? And they've actually got a piece of elastic that goes up the batty crease. What is? It should be rice drilling, no. But when I go to, I can't promise. I've done 2 bits of rice drilling, but I don't know. If I get to South Korea, I don't know, man. I don't know. If I get my drink on, will I be able to resist some of that kimchi pum pum? Apparently, it goes this way. Pakistani girls love trying to get white men having inferiority complex. I mean, everyone has. A lot of people have inferiority complexes to some extent, especially when compared to the Western world. And the most interesting one is the Japanese, because they feel superior to everyone in the world, and they've high IQs, and they've got a very functional modern society. Although, it's not that long ago they were crashing planes into people's ships and worshipping emperors. So it's a bit odd, the Japanese people, but they lack creativity. They're very strong in obeying rules, but they lack creativity. But I've been to Japan, and it's like, on one hand, they've got an inferiority complex. They look at. Also, they all look the same, straight, brown eyes, same color skin, more or less, and black straight hair. Whereas, white people come in all different colors and looks, and they see your Brad Pitts and all these guys, and they feel a bit inferior to them. But on the other hand, they believe they're superior to them as well, and maybe they're right on both counts. Yeah. Women love doing squats in front of me. I know, it's just outrageous, and I'll have an occasional little look. How could you not? But I'm just like, mostly, sometimes it's just utter disgust. And I just look at it and go, oh man, you're a pretty girl. I think you're a nice girl. You've got stupid tattoos, and you're doing these. You're pushing your bubble butt out, and then you get in the doggy style position and stretch, and it's like you're a disgrace, man. All right, I'm going to finish up soon, so I'm going to go rapidly. Matt Maloney, personal trainer. Quite fit. Always gets half naked when I show. She actually was bending over direct in front of a mirror with a feather dust. They got cleaners and teas. I like it when they got my boy Michael Malone. He gets a lot of pum pum. Yeah, evil white devil with fish eyes. Taylor's 2020. Bill Gates had changed it when around in the USA. I can't remember it. It was Ashkenazi. I'll check that later. I've heard that. I didn't know what it was. And Ghana will iron out the Batman. It's possible, and I would laugh. That's for damn sure. As mustard. I think you said very both. Yeah, I've got to check. I mean, I'm usually real good on countries, but for some reason, Grenada, I've been very poor at. Macron, do you mean? And the Bay of Pigs? Isn't that Cuba? I've got Parker on points. I think Zhang will have a good start. Gas out, Parker will outwork and outbox, and that's possible. And that's the main worry is Zhang's stamina, which is notoriously poor. Jerry Forrest was an example. They had a kidney problem. Did he fade against Ergovic? I think a bit. What round did he drop Ergovic in? I can't remember. It's possible, but I think I predicted Joyce would bang Parker out, and that's another great bet I had. I think it was about 5-1, and I believe Big Bang knock him out. Turkey shit, like Spencer X. He doesn't like stitches. Yeah. Also, you'll find this though. Saudi Arabians are exceptionally racist against. They're called like mixed people, funnily enough, but they don't like full black guys. They don't like Bangladeshis. They don't like Pakistanis. I know a guy who worked there. He was like, really racist. So be please consider putting out a hardcore thug rap album for the fun. Do you know what? I don't. Actually, I like a bit of rapping, to be honest with you. Kelly Brook used to get time to pick the soap up in English house. Yeah, I wonder what happened there. All right, guys, I'm going to finish up soon. I don't even want to imagine the horrors that take place in the England gym. Yeah, I told you, right? And from some guy's man who went up there to do a piece of journalism on the England gym, and Kelly Brooks was Kelly Brooks. Brooke was in the shower, and the change rooms bragging openly, right, about giving a guy a blow job the night before. I mean, come on, man. A boxing gym, really? Well, not white people of color. White people are the most colors by far. I mean, yeah, it's just another. Yeah, it's just part of another ridiculous agenda to put down people. Take measures in English showers. Yeah, but so don't anyone a cock ring and gear up. Yeah, he's very creepy. And I've had some suggestions that Brendan was a bit creepy himself. I don't know. There's very little coming out about that because he's another one who's regarded as a bit of a saint, so you can't diss him, right? But there's a few people on forums. I've seen people say that he was a bit weird, and he used to tell all the young boys to whack off. Now that's a bit creepy. Now the argument was, instead of going around messing with girls, don't mess up your boxing. All you do is whack off, like as if it's the same thing, right? But it's a bit weird to tell 11-year-old boys about whacking. Yeah. What's that? ABD. What's ABD, blood? Oh, it's Arabic slave. Oh, Abda. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. English gym. Oh, gross. And the other thing is that even the locals, they it was at St Thomas's gym, right? The England gym, something like that. Daubed it with graffiti, and said it was a place for batimans and nonsense. So what do you know about that? Okay, we're going to finish up. I've been 2 hours, got my nice 2 super chats. Nobody talking about it, and it shows how disturbed the England gym culture was. Yeah. Yep. Would you make a video exposing nonsense? Nonsense has blocked the channel because all I did was mention. I put a comment on it. 73 degrees, baby. I also did some T-shirts, although no one's bought one. But yeah, exposing. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I now have the links to Luke Smedley and the other lads that Porky does. And Porky's obviously been threatened in some way. I'll still talk about him rinsing, but it's either a legal threat or it's actually a physical violence threat. Something big has happened. And that's why I was a bit... Because I used to follow Porky, I used to back him and watch every one of his shows. And I couldn't wait for Nonswell to get taken care of, but it never happened, man. Glyn Rose allegedly had a photo of Ingle kissing Naz. Oh, boxing big. Yeah, there was some weird humiliation as well. Like they used to make him kiss the dad's ring, and Nazim Hamid had something weird like that. Yeah, not terrible. Porky's been blackmailed. Yeah, he has definitely threatened, blackmailed, whatever, man. Right. So I say thanks to me too. Objective incision. There you go, dude. Thank you very much. Very kind for the £5. My boy, health is wealth. And I am getting healthy, my brother. I told you, I remember you was very concerned. You said the chubby was drinking like the Waco kid. But, I'd say I go through a period. If I felt like this all the time, I wouldn't drink. I'd have the occasional drink at a big party. Well, I just don't even feel motivated. I'd have the occasional blast on a vape. But I know my, my energy levels will dip again. And the depression will kick in too. Me mental health will kick in. Me mental health problems like Ricky Hatton and Tyson Fury. Me mental coke problem, more like mental health problems caused by Yale. We got Taylor Catterall too. I find it nearer the time I say about Catterall at this point. Ain't got drunk yet. So well done, brother. Have you tasted any alcohol? Not at all. He definitely knows about the accusations, just like Fox knows about the loaded glove accusations, which is why he blocks anyone who mentions it in the comments of the channel. Thank you. Yeah. Good point. All right, guys, I'm finished up. Thank you very much. I don't want me to eat, but I want to eat. I ate a lot of salads here. Devinder Lunswell wrestling with kids in their pants. I mean, come on, bro. And you had Luke Smedley and another couple of amateurs openly saying their story is totally corroborated. There was no disagreement. It was, and he used to get his munter of a wife to come out naked with a hairy pum pum. Yeah. I had 2 or 3 pints a week. Good stuff, bro. I've had 0 pint. Why is it? Well, where are we at? 2.5 weeks now. Yeah, and it's all good, man. Look at my energy levels. I'm pumping the videos out. I'm enjoying the gym. I'm thinking of getting back in the pum pum game. Yeah, so bye everyone. See you Saturday. Yeah, I gotta go. Thank you. Peace. Thank you, Michael. Cheds, big up, my man. Bellew said he would trust Nontswell. The kid's wrong. I mean, yeah, well, he's such an idiot. Like, no scouser. And also, like I say, every scouser, no scouser can be critiqued. They're all perfect people. There's never any wrong ones. They're always victims. He's such a plum, isn't he? Yeah, safe chubby. The one thing we know now, definitely 100%, Shane Bogos had a date tonight, man. Because Shane always on the show, blood. And he's not here. And we're going to find out what Shane Bogos been up to, man. Have a bet. What colour, what race was Shane Bogos's pom pom? I'm saying Persian. Let's think about that. We're going to have a little think. Put it in the comments. Peace in the Middle East, guys. Thank you very much for all the love.